To measure the riparian health, you must first understand what riparian means. Riparian areas, or green zones as they are sometimes referred to, are the lands that are immediately next to water bodies such as creeks, streams, rivers, lakes, and wetlands. This is the area that is influenced by water. Riparian areas are some of the most productive and valuable of all land. They provide readily available water, forage for livestock, wildlife habitat, and are beautiful areas to relax in and enjoy. This creates demand from many different users. You can recognize riparian areas by the water-loving plants that grow in them. Plants such as sedges, cattails, rushes, shrubs, and trees. Riparian areas need deep-rooted vegetation to function properly. In some cases, the riparian area may be easily identified, as in this photo, but in other cases, the riparian may be difficult to identify and may mean the entire valley bottom. A healthy riparian area is vital to a healthy watershed. It's like a beehive and will produce benefits when it all works together. It slows down the flow of water to prevent erosion on the banks. It will also improve water quality by filtering out contaminants and sediments and will assist in keeping water less turbid or clearer. A healthy riparian also provides shelter and habitat for wildlife, and if managed properly, can offer shelter and forage for livestock. Riparian areas exist in both lentic water, such as a lake or wetland, and lodic, which means the water is flowing, such as a creek, river, or stream. According to riparian health assessment, streams and small rivers, the word health conveys an impression of something that is functioning properly, things working well. If health is applied to us, it relates to the ability of our bodies to perform certain functions within a measured set of standards. In a similar way, landscapes, including riparian areas, perform certain functions. Riparian health means the ability of a stream to perform a number of key ecological functions. Like people, riparian areas need to be healthy to function properly. Some of those functions include trapping sediments, recharging groundwater, storing floodwater and energy, and supporting biodiversity. A healthy or functioning riparian area has lots of vegetation cover, very few invasive plants or weeds, deep-rooted plants along the stream bank, very little human alteration, a range of trees and shrubs, and the water in it is able to access its floodplain. Some healthy riparians will have a variety of different shrubs and trees, but some healthy riparian areas in southwest Saskatchewan don't have any. A health assessment protocol was created for riparian areas as a way of easily determining if they are functioning properly. It is a simple checklist or rating system to help alert managers to potential problems. Is there bare ground or lots of cover? Plants protect the soil from erosion and allow the area to function properly. Healthy plants here will help to trap sediment and nutrients in runoff waters, stabilize the banks, and reduce moisture loss. Allow adequate buffers when either breaking land or mowing. Rather than mowing right to the edge of the creek, allow a setback and enjoy everything that this new habitat supports, such as frogs, bugs, and birds. As we see in this photo, the grass has been mowed to the edge of the creek and allows for very little filtering capacity from erosion or from contaminants from the nearby street in a heavy runoff event. Invasive plants are very aggressive and can take over riparian areas. They indicate a degraded system. It is important to note which invasives you see and how they are arranged. This makes it easier to manage them in the future. Different plants respond differently to different control methods, and one large patch will be approached differently than several scattered plants. Weeds, generally, are shallow-rooted and less productive. They do a poor job of binding the soil and preventing erosion. Foxtail barley, dandelion, Kentucky bluegrass, burdock, and Dame's rocket, as seen in this photo, are examples of these plants to watch for. Preferred shrubs refer to those that livestock and wildlife like to browse on, such as Saskatoon, chokecherry, and dogwood. It is important to see a mix of young seedlings and saplings in among the mature shrubs. In southwestern Saskatchewan, not all riparian areas have the potential for shrubs or trees. If your stretch of creek doesn't have any, try looking at the neighbors or along the road allowance to determine if they have disappeared over time or if there's no potential at all. While dead trees do provide good habitat for certain birds, ideally less than 5% of the total shrub canopy would be dead. Too many dead shrubs reduce the riparian area's ability to withstand erosion during high-low events. Riparian health assessment relies on visual observation, a little practice in fine-tuning your eye to accurately interpret the health or function of a riparian area. Riparian health assessments help you address the questions, where am I, where do I want to go, and did I make it, in terms of riparian health. Both vegetative and physical parameters are examined to provide information about the function and condition of that riparian area. Give the plants in the riparian area a rest from grazing during the growing season. Simple changes in management can help encourage your cows into the upland areas and away from your creek, using off-site water or placing salt away from the creek. You can also control access but still make use of the area by cross-fencing to create a rotational grazing system or a separate riparian pasture. A healthy riparian area is an important part of the overall health of an aquatic ecosystem and shows that healthy aquatic ecosystems extend beyond the surface of water and will keep our watersheds healthy for many generations.